Oh, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Indeed Mushoku Tensei, a jobless reincarnation. Tonight we're on episode 18. Wow, how would you fly by? So, what happened on the last episode? Boom. So this is a comment episode, and this is gonna be a fat comment episode because I skipped 15 for the last one. So we're doing 15, 16, 17. I'm gonna try to make this quick. All things, we'll see. We'll see how quick it goes. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a scroll through, and then just jump into 18. I think 18's a big hit. I think it's kind of the end of the capstone. I want to just get it out of the way, and I apologize in advance that we are doing the OVA after 18 because that's what I've just been told the most. I know some people prefer the OVA before. I think chronologic because I think it is Goblin. It's a Eris doing her Goblin Slayer thing. So like chronologically, it probably makes sense before 18. But I think in terms of like my guess, I don't actually know because I haven't seen 18 yet. But my guess is in terms of like the emotional weight pacing, it makes more sense to do 16, 17, 18. I don't really know though, and personally, I don't really care that much. So I'm just gonna watch OVA after 18 and call it good. But yeah, is what it is. Sorry to the people that are upset about that. You're welcome to the people that are happy about that. That's how we go. Okay. Yeah. So let's jump into these comments. We're just gonna go top to bottom on all three of these. Let me scroll back to the top on number 2. Wait a second. What the heck? Sorry, I just saw my own YouTube short in my side recommend. Why did my own YouTube short just show up? That's crazy. Okay. So yeah, episode 15. So Gilean's weird eye is in fact a demon eye. That would make a lot of sense. That's kind of a couple people mention this here and there, and so hers is one that lets her see mana. Which would make sense that she would... Apparently she had it ever since she was an infant. That's the craziest thing to me, that she was born with it, while most people get it from the Demon Emperor. I just assumed that everyone got it from Kishirika, or like some sort of high-level demon person, because that's just kind of what would make the most sense, with the very limited information we have on Demon Eyes. So... And I didn't have a, like, I was like, okay, why would Keisha, like, it didn't really cross my mind that it could have been a demon eye, right? Because it's like, why would Keisha Rika have shown up to Gilane's village? Like, she just got reincarnated, she's been out on the demon, you know? So, that was kind of what was going on there, though. So, apparently you can just get born with it. That makes me very, like, what kind of birth would you have had? Like, does that mean that you were born on, like, a certain, like, celestial holiday that the demon realm is closer, or... I don't know, like a demon god, like, decides and sprinkles it into, like, the freaking newborn babies and says, oh, you can get one, oh, you want to be basically, like, seeing hallucinations? Oh, you have this. I don't know. Who knows where it's coming from, but apparently some people are getting born with it, so that's crazy. That makes sense with the eye patch, so we'll definitely look out for eye patch people going forward. Good information. North God being ranked 7 doesn't mean it's the weakest style. Note that Water God isn't ranked. Good point. No, it's funny, if you're the last ranked, then immediately you look bad. It just is what it is. But no, yeah, Water God's not even on the list, so, SMH Water God. And it also just means that the strongest North God user is weaker than the other people, not that North God is necessarily the weakest style, because it is specifically the person that used it in that instance. But, yeah, definitely I was more trolling than anything, being a little reductive. Saros not doing anything about the orb. Flying is not a commonly available thing. Even Perugius sent his servant just moments before the orb blew up. I would say that the quote, "it's better this way," has been said just to indicate that it's counterproductive to stress about something completely out of your control. I suppose. I guess if you can't fly, then it is what it is. But, like... Could you just get someone with the... I mean, how many people have the demon eye that Ghislaine had? Could you just, like, call up Ghislaine? I mean, because she could have mana read it, but I guess that her power isn't well known to people. So, yeah. I don't know. It feels like flying orb in the sky is just a problem. But, like, if you don't have a way to learn about it more, that's the question. I don't know exactly what you could do. I don't know if if it was completely out of his control or not. And my guess would be that, like, if he really wanted to, he could have made it work. He could have called someone. He could have, I don't know how if he could call Perugius or whatever. But I think he could have found someone. It just would have been really expensive, and to do that on some random orb in the sky just is not feasible. But yeah, it just sucks to be a person in charge, right? Because when things go wrong, it's your head on the plate, and it was his head on the plate. It was more a political move to kill him, for sure. You can see that Eris had struggle. Poor Eris. Wait, did my audio cut out? Or am I just quiet? Say something. This thing before? Okay, no, the audio's working. I was just not talking. No, yeah, poor Eris. Whenever she's hot-tempered. She's hot-tempered, and I love her. Wait. So not as much to say this happened. No spoilers. Hey, appreciate that. Just quick info about my knowledge. I'm reading that novel, but keeping behind where the anime is. Bogged. Sacred Beast Caretaker is always around the Sacred Beast, which is making Rudy get horny. Makes sense. Unlucky. Gillian's eye is the demon eye of magic sight, which lets her see mana spells people. 1 in like 10,000 or something, and that's why she was crazy. Gotcha. It's just crazy that she was born with it. That's like such a like, just knowing that someone can be born with like a demon thing just makes me think like what, like the realm of demon, bro. It makes me think of like Warhammer, you know, where it's just like the influence, the chaos, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. The Tersina girl, which was the dog girl, was like part of another group. That's pretty sick. All the Doldia are cat beast people. We probably could have noticed that, but no, that's fun information. The de facto ruling tribe of the Great Forest Beastmen. Very cool, very cool. Some of the beast tribes ended up on the demon continent, has been integrated into the demons to the point they're just referenced as demons as well. Interesting. Oh, I'm curious if the Doldia specifically are part of the group that's referred to as demons as well. I guess they are, because they were on the demon continent, right? Or no. Oh, yes? Wait. I'm getting my... When did we get on that ship? That was after, right? I don't know. I would have to look at the episodes. I'll look in a little bit. People change, true and real. Adaptation stuff, true and real. And a few notes about the plaque. The technique god made them, and they will auto-update when/if they fight each other, but everyone hasn't dueled everyone yet, so don't take the ranking too seriously. Auto-updating freaking monoliths are insane. I mean... Bro, you could just use that for freaking communication. You know? Like writing to somebody from across the globe. I mean, that's an insane ability. That's just insane. Or it's probably bound specifically to like the circumstance of dueling or something, but you know, considering like the factoring into the technique god, like some sort of deep connection with swordsmanship, so like blah blah blah. But just as an idea, it's like, dang, in this kind of setting, being able to message someone from a distance is pretty insane for like logistics. So, just curious. Next 2 episodes have been really good. I've really liked them. Ruijerd's son must have been a beast. True. This I really appreciate too. This I just want to point out as pogged. There's a reason I weep for the loss of Saros, but I'd love if the anime gave you the context and not me. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, that is a lesson that a lot of people can learn. Because what's cooler? I read it on this freaking YouTube comments white document with black text, or something like is shown in the anime and something cool happens, right? You want to get it in the best way possible. So I appreciate that. Foreshadowing about getting attacked by freaking someone. I forgot, what was it? Who? It took on somebody that even oh yeah, one of the 7 people. Okay, so one of the 7 are probably going to come fight us at some point. That would suck. Yeah, next 2 episodes have been pogged. The 7 great powers. I have those written down. These names I already have. We're good on that. This is real, by the way. I went back and I checked and I boosted my audio. You technically can hear the Barbie song in the background of the video. Okay, listen. If I don't record these at like 4 a.m., there's gonna be background noise. It just is what it is. Guess what? It's 4 a.m., so there probably won't be for this episode. Clutch. But yeah, it's funny, if nothing else. Girls did rain from the tide, turn real. Warming up to the Eris ship yet? Do you mean between Rudy and Eris? Because if so, then no. Rudy is not allowed to be with Eris. I refuse that on all counts. Eris deserves so much better. And then yeah, the eye is a demon eye, true and real. And this is a cool as well, that it's the eye that Karashika used when she looked at Rudy to analyze him, because it's like the mana reading eye. That's super sick. That's pretty sick. Second comment section out of the 3. This is plus Rudy argument for the argument between him and Paul. Let me make something clear. I might have not made it very clear last episode. I don't see Rudy as almost at all in the wrong. I see him as, honestly, I don't see, like if I had to get mad at one of them, I would really hate it and I would probably choose Paul. But that's not fair at all and is so reductive. Because both of them messed up a little bit, but it was mostly just really bad circumstance. Like, I don't judge Rudy for this, like, almost at all. The judgments I have are, he hasn't thought about it in 1.5 years. That's pretty bad. Because I know he hasn't had the chance to deal with it, right? Because he just got to the ports. Because I mentioned it, right? The Demon Continent, it's not like they're going to have a good postal service. But he wasn't worried about it or thinking about it. That's kind of worrying. Though he also, he hasn't met anybody else that got teleported, right? So it's like, why would he think that why would he think that anybody else got teleported, that anything else went wrong? But so it's like even then you can't really fault him that much. But then if you think Paul, like Paul's over here, like missing his family, desperate, weighed down by that responsibility, constantly helping people that are hoed by this teleportation, a bunch of like people that have been kidnapped and such. Like he is so intimately familiar with the Cataclysm. So for Rudy to come in, who like came from a place that like nobody really knew about it, that miscommunication is just really extreme, which is why everything went wrong, So, I'm not at all getting mad at Rudy. Like, I think it's like there's like some slight L's for Rudy, but, like him immediately jumping to Selfie is like, that's gut reaction material. I can't really get mad at him for that. And like, of course he cares about Selfie. It just looked bad. It just looked really bad. And yeah, like, so like there's some minor gripes, but I don't like, I'm not mad at him for that. I'm not mad at Rudy at all. And I'm not mad at Paul either, because Paul had so much going on that a little bit of lashing out and being a dick is what it is. And then in the city to get money, in case they need another spear ticket tax. That's fair. Something that's kind of said about the Paul Rudy relationship is at some point in Paul's mind, Rudy stopped being someone to protect. I mean, the thing with Paul and Rudy, like, saint level water mage, 7-year-old Giga Chad, like, getting decently proficient in all these sword styles, never once cries, never once breaks. Like, I think Paul has a good read on Rudy's maturity and mentality of being, like, not a kid. So, I like, in that way, I can kind of see that. Like, and that still sucks. Like, he should still want to protect his kid. So that's kind of an is what it is thing. Or like that's I think kind of the read there, that like Paul sees Rudy and like, because he trained the kid, and then the kid's like an insane mage, on top of like he's verbally clashed and like emotionally clashed with Rudy, and Rudy completely rolled and smoked him there. And Rudy's like navigating the whole like infidelity crisis with all this maturity and like blah blah blah. So like no wonder he thinks like like Rudy like seems like such an enigma to him and like so extreme in that way. It also could be a gender thing. Like there could be like a sexism kind of thing of like Paul, and not even necessarily sex. Well, but like like the son is the one to carry, like, because it's the thing of the times. I guess it's sexism of the times, right? But this like Rudy as the son is the one that will carry the legacy, supposed to like carry the family and like protect the family and blah blah blah, as opposed to like if Rudy was a girl, then maybe he would like be more protective of Rudy. But Rudy being a dude, it's like, okay, you're coming of age, you're obviously already really like prodigiously talented in all these ways. In that way, I kind of get it, because I mean, think about it. Rudy literally got dropped on the demon continent, and yes, he had Ruijerd to help, but I mean, it not exactly a good time. I feel like he could have gotten dropped on like, other than demon continent plus Ruijerd, he probably would have been fine on most of the continents, right? Because he's really just that good in a lot of ways, especially with Eris next to him, who's pretty proficient in her own sword fighting. So like, I don't see him getting kidnapped unless he ran into somebody really strong and got unlucky, right? So Paul's kind of right in that read of Rudy, I feel like, but with Rudy as his 12-year-old son, it is a shame that he doesn't feel this way. I totally understand why Paul doesn't feel that way. It's still a shame. This is crazy information that a couple people mentioned, that the two women, Shiera and Viera, I did realize they were sisters in the last episode I watched because they had the same pins and they kind of looked the same. Apparently, they were both like very extremely, or at least Shiera was very extremely sexually done sexual crime. I just don't like this. YouTube doesn't like me saying this word. Shiera was very extremely sexually assaulted and done horrible things to, which is why she wears the full robe. So Viera does the armor bikini to draw eyes to her to like make her sister feel more comfortable. You know what? I didn't think they could make me like at all. I thought it was just like, okay, what is this? Like, why are we doing this? Is this just some sort of sword technique or something? No, they made it into like a cute, like not cute, but like a very sweet familial gesture. So you know what? I can take that. I can appreciate that one. If this truly does make Shiera feel better, then I'm happy with it. Then speak your truth. OVA Eris the Goblin Slayer. Everyone's gonna mention it. It's true. We're watching it right after 18. Norn saying Rudy is bullying probably hit different considering how Rudy feels about bullying. Oh yeah, and then he immediately started having flashbacks to the bullying and the eyes on him and all that stuff. Oh yeah, like that definitely was an insane thing, especially coming from someone younger. Woof. Demon Continent's stuff. This is just basically like Rudy defense, and I agree with it. I'm totally down. It's a brutal reunion, but the way it plays out tracks with characters at this point. Completely agreed. Worst thing Rudy did is not read the room and wear those panties. That's pretty true. When he asked about Sylphie, could be because he was assuming Zenith was okay. I mean, that'd be fair. That'd be fair-ish because of the Norn and Paul thing. But it's just, it really comes down to not reading the room at all. Which I think is just like emotional social development diff. And that's what you get if you spend a lot of your last life, in your room. You're not, like, yeah. Yeah, that's just, yeah. True, I agree with this, though. I definitely agree with this. Yeah, and then this is kind of the same thing. That's why Sophie asked. It's not a massive misplay. It really is just a read your room diff of like, you're talking to your father, so you should talk about your family, especially if he's this upset, But it's just reading the room thing. This as well is definitely true, and this is definitely true as well. I agree with all that. The sword ranking style, this is a fun breakdown of like Paul using all 3 of the types he knows for flow with Water God, North God, Four Limb, Run, and Sword God, Long Sword of Silence. And then apparently a couple people said this, to be a Sword Saint in, Sword God, you need to learn the Long Sword of Light, which is a thing Ghislaine did back when she cut the guy's head off. It's like a super faster than light sword swing. Super cool. So maybe you should learn that, Paul. Maybe you should. That seems like a good skill to have in the toolkit. I agree with this. This is true. This is the issue I have. Sure, he didn't think about it until arriving, but it's also not like he could have done anything about it sooner. It's just it would be better if he was feeling worried and bad, but also he didn't have much reason to feel worried or bad because it's easy to just assume your way out of that stuff, especially with all the stuff he was worrying about. It's just brutal. I appreciate the clarification on this as well of just like the affair. I was just blanking a little bit. You know how it goes. And then this I thought was interesting of like kind of putting the blame on Eris too for the lack of urgency for getting home. Because she has been like kind of like adventuring and doing her thing and having a good time as well, largely. I don't hold it against Eris because she's a child. And she's always like been stuck in her noble house, and has always like Ghislaine's like her favorite, her mentor and adventuring and her sword skills she's been practicing. So it's like this is a reason to use them and all that kind of stuff. So like it totally tracks with her character to be like bright-eyed and happy about it all. And then for her to be young and naive, I think kind of fits into that as well. And she's not the one calling the shots and making the moves and getting people home. Like she's never. It's really just Rudy and Ruiger that are making all the calls. Mostly Rudy up until they kind of had their talk. So I don't really hold it against her that much. Yeah. And she's like had her moments a little bit about it, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's also Eris like not wanting to be vulnerable because she is. I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of how she is. That's my girl. She's prideful and strong and doesn't like showing weakness, and she even said herself she's not that good with like emotional comfort, with comforting Rudy. So I don't know. I feel like that all tracks. This is so true as well. Very, very true. This is no need to apologize. It's okay. That the Beast children, the Beast people aren't always naked. They were naked in the cell, which is why the scene in the light novel would have played out as it did. Got you clarified. Appreciate it. And yes, we do love the big comments. We do love the big comments. And it's me reading the comments before every episode. Okay. Something else. Gee's backstory about the last woman he taught cooking leaving the party. What? And getting married? That's just insane to me. Melissa's Zenith's homeland. This is true. I heard about this a while ago. As others have said, Vera wears the bikini armor, so if Shiera doesn't get looked at much. Let me just write their names down. I don't think I ever got their names. I've been spoiled on their names. Oh no, everybody banned from the channel. No. No, I mean, a couple people said it, and that's a minor thing. I don't really care. Not really a spoiler. Where do I put them? Let's put them with Paul. Yeah. I'll put it at the very bottom. Okay. Let me just write their names down really, really, really quick. For Viera, which is Booba armor. And then Shiera is the sister. Okay, good. Sorry. They're both enslaved by bandits, and bandits do what bandits do. Vieira recovered from the trauma better than most. Oh, Vieira also happened to Vieira. Makes sense. Given the circumstance. So she also leads the women's support group for sexual assault survivors. I love these two characters. I love Shiera and Vieira. I don't know, like, it's crazy. They literally, all this stuff is going on, and we're only getting little glimpses of it, in the anime. Maybe it's clarified more later, but, like, that's just, yeah, that's really, this is really sweet to me, very touching. And then, yeah, a lot of, that's funny, a lot of people getting enslaved in sexual establishments that are very bad, very, this show is willing to talk about that kind of stuff, it's willing to go there. This is true. We people have said that a couple times, so we're good on that. Yeah, this is fair too. Not to say that Paul's read of it is wholly wrong. Yeah, it's total. Both of them make total sense to me. Both of them, yeah. Failed to see things from each other's perspective. Though, honestly, with failing to see from each other's perspective, Rudy explained it to Paul before Paul started really digging into him. And Rudy was glossing over most of it because he was trying to, make Paul not worry and just trying to, make it look like he had a handle on it, all that kind of stuff. So, in terms of failing to see from each other's perspective, Rudy's the one that kind of didn't articulate his perspective at all, while Paul didn't say what had happened either, because he thought Rudy knew, So, I don't know. In terms of failing to see from each other's perspective, I'm a bit more on Paul's side, but in terms of, the actual everything going wrong, Paul was definitely, the one that was pushing it. I don't know. I'm on both of their sides. I like them both. It was a good couple. It was good argument. Good stuff. Tend not to side with the one that messed up first. Yeah, that's not necessarily... Yeah, it's I don't even want to side with either of them. But yeah, it was escalation. It was escalation on both sides, so you can't even really, It was just bad. It was so good. Norn accusing Rudy of bullying is crazy as well, especially with the bullying being a big thing in his past life. True and real. Very, very true. Rudy would have died to Gallus. Agree. Sort of there we go. I mentioned this earlier. Sort of all the sword people know, and that's what Ghislaine used. Oh, yeah, and this is a good point, especially in close quarters combat where magicians are normally vulnerable. Dang, yeah, you sort of you're so fast you're in there, they won't have the time, a magician won't have the time to figure that out, right? They're already dead by the time. Oh no! Okay, they're drawing their sword across the map, and you're like, maybe I should cast a spell, and you're already dead. Can I explain that any better? You've already been slain. I've already cut you in half. You're done. Right? That's called the Sword of Light, man. Roger, Third Eye, OP, Journal. I don't know. That's not even what I meant by the gas station thing, bro. But okay, do your thing. Yeah, and then somebody mentioned this as well, that it's like a cat or a dog with the beast folk. It's a show of submission to be on your back. Totally got that. So sorry we're doing it the other order. It is what it is. I wish I could split it into 2 timelines and do them both, but it's how it's going. Sons of Prodigy, why wouldn't he expect more? It's just brutal. I mean, yes, I totally hear you, and I'm totally agreeing with you, where it's that's Paul's read of it, and Paul's read is very largely correct. Rudy is insanely talented. But it's just he just didn't know Rudy's full situation. He just didn't, and it's brutal. My comments instantly lead, what is this? YouTube. I don't know. Maybe, and a couple people said, maybe it's filters. I don't know. I wish I did. Or maybe a mod's deleting it, but if you're posting it multiple times, then, a mod's not going to just be, hovering there and going delete. Hey, they got lives to live. I don't know, So, I assume it was just a YouTube diff, though, if you're spoiling, then you're going to get deleted, but it is what it is. And then, I thought this was written funnily, and yet Rudy, okay, Rudy comes in as a meme, saying he's been chilling for a year and starts giving hype stories while his family was probably getting enslaved and killed, and then he just fumbles the bag on the dialogue with cringe. I mean, kinda. Paul's not, definitely in the right, but also, I totally don't blame him at all. It's just, yeah, I mean, Rudy's just a fool, sometimes. But it's not, malicious, he does fumble, he fumbles a lot of the dialogue, he walked in with panties on his face, licking them. It just is not a good look, Rudy. It's just not a good look. Especially he's licking the panties of the sisters that got rescued from the horrible, sexual assault bandits. that's who he's doing sexual, like, you know, like, activities towards, and, like, looking at her boo-boo and stuff, which I guess is kind of what she was going for, but it's like, Paul has been actively helping and fighting against the people that, like, do sexual crimes to people, which is crazy for his character. Like, I really love that for his character. And then Rudy, of course, is a person that is kind of sexually a problem sometimes. So that makes it even worse. But I don't think I'm on both of their sides. And then what? It has 6 likes. I mean, I just like everything so that I'm impartial. Okay, I'm impartial. All right, I have no sides in your commenting wars. I have no sides. Okay, last group here. Mushoku Tensei, story about family growth and very flawed people. Emphasis on the very flawed. The sisters, we heard about the sisters, very, very touching for that sister to be there for her other sister like that. Really, yeah, 18 was a really solid episode. I'm not gonna lie, when Paul and Rudy hugged and Paul was like crying, that got me. That was pretty. That's definitely the strongest emotional beat the show's had. Like that, yeah. That got me tearing up a little bit. I don't know if it showed. Maybe I should react harder, but no. Like it was really touching. My brain just stopped. Where are we? What's happening? In the novel, we stay in the city a bit more. Rudy even goes to. Yeah, I kind of wish we could have, because it was kind of fun. I don't know, but hey, pacing, we gotta do what we gotta do. The OP was insanely good. The OP was so good. I agree with that. And then the hiding behind a woman, what a playable line was actually good icebreaker. It's just risky. It's just a little risky. It's like kind of, because it's like, it is kind of like fun. Like that's how they talk to each other. But considering the situation, it was just risky. I'm just scared. Okay, I'm just scared. But yeah, maybe it was, I feel like maybe if we could have made it non-sexual, I'd be down. But also that's like a big part of their bonding. So maybe it just is what it is. OVAs after 18, good. This is rewatching season 1 with you as I watch season 2 week by week. It's kind of crazy, bro. We're gonna catch up. You're gonna get to rewatch season 2 and watch season 2 because I'm gonna go season 1, 2, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hopefully we're there. Where are they at? Like 3 or 4 right now? We're gonna make it. We're at least gonna watch like 10, 11, 12 caught up. We're at least gonna do that. Okay, we have to. Yeah, really good episode. Speaking of Norn, what do you think would be her opinion of Rudy when they meet again later? I think Norn will talk to Paul. And Paul will clarify things, and Paul will be like, yes, that was your brother. We had a disagreement, but blah, blah, blah. I think Paul will clear it up. So I think their opinions, they'll be able to meet and have like a new first impression. I'm hoping that Rudy and Norn will have a new first impression. Because obviously, like, Rudy's going to want to befriend Norn. Rudy, like, it's his little sister, right? I feel like that's already in the bag. Man, that shot of Paul like thinking about Rudy and like Rudy like poking her cheek and whatever, like, ooh, like that's that's Rudy right there. He will, I think he will care about her for sure. So it's just, is Norn going to be accepting of that? I think Paul will make the situation work. I think Paul will clear it up. Definitely a really good episode. The Booba girl, if I'm not sure, uses that kind of cloth distracting people. Yep, we heard about that. And with the sword god, that's kind of maybe a speed blitzing, very attack focused thing. So the armor thing makes sense. You should go take a look at Paul's old party, episode 6, 9, 12. I'll do that in a minute. Anime skipped it. This is interesting to me. This is kind of insane to me. The anime skipped it, but remember when Rudy was spying on Eris bathing? Yeah, she would spy on him too, also smell his underwear. However, Rudy would let her do so, but called her a hypocritical girl. Why, Eris? Hey, okay, Eris is a growing girl. She's got to figure all that stuff out. I mean, that doesn't mean it's fine. Like, don't be spying on Rudy. That's weird. That's not the good behavior. Bad Eris. But don't you dare do this, turn it into a bad Eris correction. I hate, no. If I see a single one of those rage emojis next to Eris's name, or a single one of those crying emojis next to Eris's name, I'm gonna get you, okay? I'm gonna get you. Okay. Smell his underwear? Eris, it doesn't smell good. What do you think it smells like? Lavender and hot man sweat? No, it smells gross. It's gonna smell disgusting. That's not good. For both. I don't know why Rudy with panties on his face, that's not gonna smell good either. That's gonna smell nasty, man. That's a gross area. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Both of y'all should stop doing that. Obviously, it's a lot worse for Rudy to be doing it because he's a full, he's got his entire man brain in the, you know, or the entire like past life thing going on, so that you know, I'm a lot more understanding for underage girl to be doing that, but it's also still not a good look. So RSA, let's shape up a little bit. I'm so sorry to disappoint you again. It is what it is. One of the episodes. It is one of the episodes. We did watch it. One of the worst episodes of Mushoku Tensei. Okay, I liked it. Eris isn't a love interest. She's just the comic relief. Ooh, it depends who you're talking to. It depends. Who said it? Somebody said it. What do you think of warming up to the Eris ship? Yeah, there are people that ship them, for sure. And Eris, or Rudy would love a piece of the Eris pie whenever he's in certain mindsets. So, I would, they're literally spying on each other bathing. Like, it is a problem, it's a problematic potential love interest, so I'm glad that we're gonna go with Team Roxy. Right, Rudy? Right, Rudy? Team Roxy all the way, no more. Team Roxy. But also wait 10 years so that it's acceptable for Rudy. Roxy, listen, you don't need to be banging people. Let's just wait a bit. Okay, we got adventuring to do. Can we just adventure instead of doing all this lustatious stuff? Okay? Thank you. This is an episode. It's real. Team Norn, we love Norn. Norn love it. Also, 16, 17, OVA 18 is correct. Sorry. Listen, why is it correct? I don't know. I'm already doing 18. I'm sorry. I can't change it now. I'm sorry. That's the problem with OVAs, because OVAs always come after, right? Like, bro, hey, OVAs, can you maybe not just drop OVAs into the season? Okay, can you just make it episode 18? Okay, I don't like, all this production stuff makes it so annoying, man. Making it such a problem. But yeah, we'll do as much as it pains me. Maybe I could have done a YouTube poll. It's too late now, but maybe I could have done a YouTube poll. See, it is what it is. But yeah, let me real quick, okay, episode 6, 9, 12. Let me get that episode 6, 9, 12 up. Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. We got Paul. We got Dwarf. Geese! It's Geese in the top right, bro. I assume Zenith in the back, right? Or Zenith. Yeah, that's your name. Yeah, I assume Zenith in the straight back. Then we got Tall Hand, Ghislaine. What was the girl's name? Tall Hand, Ghislaine. Oh my goodness. Tall Hand. Oh yeah, Elena Lees or whatever. So Elena Lees, Paul, Ghislaine, Tall Hand, Zenith, Geese. Clutch. Let me real quick put Geese into the right spot, and then we're gonna grab Vieira and Shira and move them into the right spot as well. Oh, we're doing our thing live. We're doing our notations live. Okay. 2 swordsmen, a fighter, and a thief, plus 1 mage and 1 cleric. Who's the mage? Who's the cleric? Wait, who's the mage? Elena Lees? Wait, okay, 2 swordsmen, Paul, Ghislaine, a fighter, Tall Hand, a thief, Geese, a mage, Elena Lees, and a cleric, Zenith. That's my gut. That's my my move here. Sorry, I'm stupid, and it takes me a second to do very basic tasks. Give me a second. There it is. Okay, boom, bang. Paste that information there. Feeling good, feeling great. Let's jump into the most recent episode we watched. 17. Oh, and the OVA even says 17.5 in my notes. Shut up. You know, if we're doing it wrong, then I'm wrong. And I'm proud of it. Okay? And I'm proud of it. Maybe I am a pathetic... maybe I do look pathetic, okay? Maybe I am just a scummy reactor. But I'm proud of it. Okay. That's me going to my Paul alcoholic arc. But now we're done with the Paul alcoholic arc. Yeah, I mean, last episode was fire. This Norn introduction was so good, getting a glimpse into there. Like, and it was Paul, like, degenerating, too, you know? As he's doing all this work and saving all these people, and it weighs on him, and he starts to, you know, he's protecting all these people, shielding them with his body. But then it's the late nights, right? And then he turns to the drinking, and the flower crown withers. I mean, it was just beautifully done, and I love montages. A good montage is the key to my heart, okay? Oh, you want to date me? Send me a montage of yourself. Yourself doing what, though? I'll let you decide, baby girl. Okay. No, yeah, a good montage always does it to me. What's good? What's your name's Vieira? Shiera? What's good, Vieira? What's good, Shiera? Love you, too. But, yeah. Such a good OP. And at the end, for Paul to be a very good father to Norn is my favorite thing. Geese, the biggest clutch of all time. Lucky that we just ran into geese in the cage. Lucky. Well, we take those. We take those. Yeah, geese, massive clutch there. Eris, this scene of Eris is so funny. She really needs to just take a chill pill constantly. Ruby Jared, how dare you? Put me down. What are you doing? Eris, calm down. Paul's really like, what is up with this girl? I love this shot. Look at her go. Ruby Jared, what's wrong with you? Dude, I love this character. We just need to give her a chill pill so that we can strategically calm her down, okay? We need to drug the child. Okay. This backstory flash to like, man, this is Rudy using his experiences to empathize with another person. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's good emotional development, Rudy. I appreciate that. Very looking at your own experience and using it as a way to understand others instead of just using it as a way to feel bad about yourself and as a way to get pity and attention. No, use that for bridges, man. Emotional bridges. If you're gonna go through a horrible thing, then at least you can maybe, if your soul can handle it, use it as a way to help other people down the line. That's a beautiful thing, I think. That's like as horrible as all sorts of things can be, you know, any sort of all these isolation challenges, any problems, right? If you can use it to sympathize and empathize and help somebody else that's going through something similar and to gain those layers of empathy because you truly do understand what they've gone through or at least can somewhat understand to a level, that's valuable and that's really good. But that's not to say that suffering is good, because is suffering good? What do you think? Is suffering good? Nah, I don't like suffering. Suffering's cringe. But hey, if it's gonna happen, because it's gonna happen, then maybe you can make some good out of it. What's good, Paul? Paul, I'm actually sad we're leaving. I wish we could stay together. I love you, Paul. I missed you, Paul. I missed you too. I wish I could be hugging you right now. Hey, Rudy, step aside. We're making this a group hug. Trio. Rudy, hey, step aside, okay? I've been with you this entire journey, Rudy. Step aside, okay? We got some hugging to do. No, Rudy, get in the hug. I'll hug you too. I'm not trying to kick you out. I'm trying to, you know. Aw, I couldn't find anyone. But you helped so many people, man. You've done good. You've done good. And I know it weighs on you. And it's good. It should. It's your family, man. It matters. But, woo! I love it. And it's just like, yeah, once he found Rudy, it's like, now he knows Rudy is safe, so, like, why would he continue to worry about Rudy to Rudy's face, you know? Like, it totally makes sense. It's just brutal. But, yeah. That was great. I really loved that. Eris had to literally get punched in the eye by Ruijerd. So funny. Eris, stop. You need that much violence done against you? She was, like, clambering out of his grasp, and he, like, turned and banged her into a door frame. This freaking girl. But yeah, now we're going. We're going to keep going. We got Sylphie to meet up with. We got a Norn. What's good, Norn? We got family to find. We got this. We got Eris's home to get back to. I'm just, as I said before, it's going to be, we're going to go back. Let me get 18 up. We're going to go back. We'll do OVA right after this in a separate episode, but we'll do OVA right after this. Because, I mean, we've already passed when she went out to go goblin hunting anyway, right? Weird spot, because, you know, it's like, if we wanted to do it pure chronologically, would we have had to pause mid-episode? Or would it have been between 16 and 17? Oh, maybe it would have been between 16 and 17, but that obviously would break the family thing going on there. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's just see what's going on with 18. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. We're gonna go to Rudy's, or to, Eris's family area. We're probably going to follow the trail of Saros being killed, because Sylphie was there. And I think that's where we're going to meet Sylphie. Wherever the trail we follow when we go back home to Saros' death will lead us to Sylphie, is my guess. From there, we hopefully squad up, but I don't know. We'll just kind of, we'll reevaluate as we get closer. Episode 18, let's get this going in a 3, a 2, a 1, bang. And I said, bang. One more time, bang. Okay. Paul, I love you. And Rudy's seeing it. I think Rudy's really seeing him as his father now. You know, which is crazy given all the isekai stuff. But, whew. Beautiful rolling hills. It's beautiful. It could bring a tear to my eye. How is that bridge standing, man? Ancient bridges. Man, I would love to live in that house. What a beautiful house. Bunny! Eat it. Eris, go eat the bunny. Northgard Kallman? Northgard Kallman? I'm writing that down. Oh, I got that. Gotcha. Hey, free lore. We take those. Yeah. Hey, he took it. He took it on his. You know, he took it on the job though. Respect. Oh, dude? Rudy healed him. Good stuff. Another one. Another one. Hey, doing some good bouts without killing the guys, that's a good way to show reputation. That's I'm a normal adventurer just like you type behavior. Eris, don't throw up. I believe in you. No, she did it. I love her. Rudy's throwing up too. Bro, this place sucks. I hate boats. I bet Ruijerd is just standing up, straight up, completely unfazed somewhere. No, he's totally... Yeah, no, dude, he's literally just reading a map. He's so fine, yeah. That's funny. True. Interesting. You know I get quiet whenever Ruijerd talks about family. Oh, rice. Yummy. Blech. Blech. I mean, hope like there's nothing that would make our journey go super wrong. Like it's a central continent. Surely everything will go fine. Surely. Surely. I mean, I know there were still monsters, you know, like, but Ghislaine has to be alive. She's so strong. I don't know where she is. I don't know what's got her so locked up, but that's fair. You want to plan for bad things, but it's good to think positive. Of the King Dragon Realm. She's actually on the demon. I got bad news. She's actually on the demon continent. You just missed her. Oh, no light pollution. It's beautiful. Oh, we're cutting to Roxy and the freaking horse, dude. Not the horse. Roxy, why are you with the horse? Wait, were you in a party with this guy? Why did you party with the horse? I mean, I guess they don't have many options on the demon continent, but like, what? Can't believe she just looks like a middle schooler for no reason. But it is what it is. Didn't know my limits. Crazy cut. Crazy transition. No, yeah, you're popping off. Crazy that you can't do that as a king class, you know? Nokopara, I'm not writing your name down. Don't tell me you're trying to get freaky with the horse. Why'd they cut to the legs like that? I swear. If she gets freaky with the horse, I'm killing it. There's no shot. There's no shot. There's zero chance. Why are you looking so fond of the horse? Y'all are just old friends. Y'all are just old friends. 2 full years? That was 2 years ago. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. She's that scared of the name. What happened with her and spirits? Because, I mean, she even told Rudy about the myth of the spirit, like, being all, like, spooky about it when she knows, like, when she's from the demon continent, you know? What did you do? You haven't, yeah, okay. Okay, Noko Parka or whatever. Can't believe they were part of the same party. That's so unlucky. Oh, thank goodness he has a wife. Eat this. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you can't use telepathy. Wow, yeah, your entire clan can do that. So, interesting. Kind of a black sheep. Okay, that's very interesting information. Family. She went back home. I think, right? Yeah, Turtle Shell Village. Here we are. It's so quiet. Because everyone's using telepathy and you're not in on it. Crazy. That's wild. They're just looking at each other to talk. Oh, does it hurt? It just hurts? Interesting. Wow. No wonder. Well, then you went out to become a king class water mage. Hold your head high. I'm fine with her leaving. I don't think she needs to come back here. Not if she doesn't want to. Hey, live your life. Speak your truth. Just do what you wish. But here's the reason to come back. I think if a part of you wants to go back, you should, you know? And I think this is the reason why she does, you know? There it is. Okay, squibble squabbles. Adorable. Oh, she used to do these. Aw. These are her scribble scrabbles. Because she was too busy scribble scrabbling because she wasn't playing with them because they kicked her out of the group. She just kills him with water magic. I'm so sorry. There we go. Let the great blizzards and storms bless me. Bam! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that them trying to telepathically say something to you? Yeah. Ow. Yo, just use your words to say, hey, I don't understand that. Use your words! I know, she has blue hair. I know, they're just assuming. But Roxy used your words. That's okay. Whatever. Her ma and pa will understand. What's good? Yay! Whoa, whoa! It's your dad. No hugs? What kind? I wonder if they would be so lucky as to talk about Rudy. That'd be so clutch. Roxy, what has happened? Why are you so sad? Your parents love you, even if the rest of the village is kind of alienating, but like, they definitely are on your side. They seem like good parents. Oh, they're telepathically talking to each other. Ow. No. They should have, yeah, they should speak out loud to each other. Roxy, get in here and sit down and eat some stew, girl. Okay, y'all long-living species real different. Don't let go of her hand, mother. Don't let go. Aww. Hug your mother. And those your old toys. They still think about you, Roxy. They still love you. Dang, she used to read her stories and everything. Orsi! Man, Roxy really just got born debuffed. That sucks. Yo, I don't understand you. Whack, whack. You know what I'm like? What, she just doesn't leave? That was the first time she realized? You didn't explain this earlier to her? Aww. I guess that, you know, how would you even explain it to a poor kid, yeah? Aww. And you don't want to make your parents feel that way. Because then it feels like it's your fault. No, I hear you, Roxy. I hear you. You'd internalize that all. No, it was never your fault. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but... How young was she when she ran away from home? How long has it been? Aww, Roxy. She's casting water magic, bro. She's just using her eyes. There we go. Thank you, Roxy. Hug your mother. Hug your mother. Thank you, Roxy. Without telling him. Oof. Dad, get in there. Join the... Thank you. Thank you. Join the hug. I love you. They were sad that you were gone. Wow. Wow. Oh. Those are little bits of telepathy. Or is that a transition into sparking a fire? What is going on? Good morning. Hello? Where are we? In a cage? Where are we? No, we're fine? We're totally fine, right? Thank goodness. I thought we were in a cage. I thought she got kidnapped. I thought she got kidnapped or sold. Are we in a cage? Doesn't that look like the top of a cage, bro? No, that's just their stupid roof. Yeah, eat the stew. That's what I was saying. And can y'all speak aloud when I'm in the room? Thank you. You really, yeah. Protege. Now talk about Rudy. Yes, now say, he looks like this, he feels like this. No, he feels like this. Whoa, Roxy, calm down. That's for 20 years in the future when you're both of age. Okay. Thank you. Boom! Thank you. Goofy music. And her name is Eris, the best character in the show. That's what the mother said. I translated it. I speak Japanese. She said, Eris, my favorite person. I love you. I love her more than I love you. Love Eris so much. He's nice. Oh, it's almost like it's the same spirit. Oh, because she... Yeah, guess what? That little group you saw was them. You just put it together. Stupid. It's not even your fault. It's literally just circumstance. It's just unlucky. Show literally toying with us. Yeah, bring Rudius. That's cute. Whoa. Hey. Yeah, I caught that at the same time as you, man. Dub. Hey, got the mother's permission. Wait 10 years? Dub. That's the good ending. That literally is the good ending. Oh, we're just having a full Roxy episode. It's kind of crazy to me. Sure. So close and yet so far away. Yeah, I was my apprentice. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. That's where it is. More so, man god made moves. Yeah, you're just riding the guy in front of me. What are these guys? Why do they look like that? The beast, lizard, fat man? Can you, yeah, at least pause. At least pause. Good move. Literally, I don't need you going up and down. I don't need you doing that while I'm talking to you. Thank you. Okay, but make it not me. Okay, just do it out in the street then. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Or maybe invite me. Okay. He got, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah. More places to check. Okay, I like that. Yeah, don't get tunnel vision on Rudy. Good move. Good move. Okay, easy. Easy little... So that was like a completely isolated episode. That was completely isolated. Which I'm fine with. I actually like that. We got the Roxy checkup. I mean, the first thing I'm thinking of is like OVA versus this, the order. It's kind of... I don't know. It's kind of the same thing either way, huh? I feel like it don't really matter that much. Because, I mean, the OVA is not going to matter much. It's an OVA. Well, no, it's like this was Roxy's little adventure. The other one's Eris's little adventure. You know what? Maybe... Okay, think about it this way. Since I love Eris, maybe it's better we do it the OVA after, because then I get the best for last, because I freaking love Eris. Dub? Maybe? Reading my mind? Telepathy reference? Whoa. Wow, imagine being born without telepathy. That's so unlucky. I feel like that's like a fun analogy for like all sorts of developmental issues, especially like talking ones, you know? Or, like social issues. Like the ability to converse. I mean, I'm thinking like autism type, you know, just anything that not necessarily all autism, or I don't even know autism that well. I'm not a freaking autismonologist. But just like anything that kind of gets in the way of communication, like how that like causes alienation. You don't understand like social cues, that kind of thing. That's like her not being able to understand telepathy is like maybe an analogy in a sense for not understanding social cues. That type of character. Which is brutal, yeah. Yeah, that was a really sweet, fun episode, though. Very, very cute. I guess we got a little bit at the start. Man! Roxy thighs. Interesting. She do be 50. Does that make her a MILF? Whoa. Okay, let's just keep going. I loved the way they did the telepathy, like, rock snapping, crackling, like, thing. That's super cool. And it's like a painful whining thing. Yeah, that's super sick. These were probably all her friends she drew on the wall, her little imaginary friends, because nobody else would play with her because you actually have to speak. I mean, think about it. You're trying to play freaking basketball with them, and they're mentally pinging you like pass, 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 and she's over here like not listening to nobody, and then makes a shoot and misses. Like no one's gonna want you on your team. Like she doesn't know how to talk. Yeah, so that's pretty brutal. Like talking using common speech is like a thing you do for outsiders, and now you have to do it with your own people. You have to like inconvenience stuff. I mean that sucks. Like I get it, but also hey, the entire village, help her out. Like just speak out loud. I know you guys can, so like be accommodating. You know, like accommodation's pog. Be accommodating. Help the girl out. Okay, she's a child. She needs some friends. Literally, mother and father talk to other parents and be like, hey, our kid has a disability. She cannot telepathize. Can we form a little fun group for her and we will communicate to her and help her grow up to be a reasonable adult? You know? And maybe it's like, I mean, that's uncomfortable for the parents to do, but like your poor kid literally ran away because of how much they hated it because of this going the way it went. So like, it would have been good to like talk with other parents and like organize things and make things happen, right? Just to make her get some level of inclusion, you know? And also that would maybe break down the whole like outsider barriers and such, right? Right? Because if you're using that speech specifically for outsiders, like maybe we should try it, maybe like not treat outsiders as outsiders as much. Like maybe there's a bit of a more room of conversing with other people in that way that can be built through doing it with one of your own people, right? Like maybe they're not so different, you and I, kind of thing. Because like not all of us, I guess, are born with telepathy, though. It's probably it's a defect on her part because she's getting some pings, she just can't understand them. So unfortunate. Defect has a negative connotation. It's a thing for her. There we go. Thing. Easy clap. Them all crying as a group hug, very adorable. Fits with the themes of family as well. We've had some family themes. I guess that's probably the argument that this would go before the OVA is because family themes you're extending. Whereas if you did the OVA before, then that'd kind of be like we're wrapping that up, then we're going to this. But I see it both ways. I don't really. I'm just enjoying the show as it comes. Okay. Hey, that's not my argument. That's not my. Hey, nothing for me to worry about. I just do as I'm told. Okay. Listen, I'm Rudy and you're Man God. Think about it. I'm not even going to do the analogies. You do the analogy. You tie that together. Okay, that's your homework. All right, post it in the comments. What'd you think? All right, post the essay in the comments. Okay, hit the bell while you're down. Hit the like button. Okay. No, this was so sweet, though. I did really like this. What did she say that they were leaving to do? I kind of missed that a little bit. She said it after Elena Lees was doing her thing. Let's just watch Elena Lees do this again. What? These are the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Bigfoot in one corner, a frog-pierced lizard guy that got no cronker. I'm not seeing a single cronker there. How low is this cronker? What, like, does he, like... I'm not gonna do a pose for you guys. That's getting too far. And then this guy's entire booty is just aerating the room, like, getting particles everywhere. Like, that's disgusting. Sit down on the booty. Don't aerate your booty in the... Like, that smells bad, man. Who are you writing? I don't even think we get to see who she's writing. Oh, unlucky. Probably some gross, disgusting frog person. And am I racist against frog people? Yes. I'll make that very clear. You should need to get used to that. Okay, no, I'm not getting used to that. So yeah. Let's head to the northwest of the Demon Continent. We haven't found Zenith. Okay, so they're looking for Zenith, Lilia, and Aisha. Fair enough. I was kind of curious if Roxy was specifically looking for Rudy, or if she still felt like she wanted to, like, how much she would care about the other ones. But no, yeah, we've got our answer. She's there to help all of them, and Rudy's safe. Because yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Like, I thought you were really looking for Rudy, but no, good move. You don't need to meet him right away. No rush. We got people to save. We got adventures to clean up. Good stuff, Roxy. Now, Lilia and Aisha are together. And Zenith's alone. Zenith's gonna be like BBEG trapped in some like crystal hex prison or something crazy, right? Yeah. Ghislaine is totally fine, just chilling somewhere. Yeah, Lilia and Aisha are freaking I don't know. They're working for some like mayor or something as their maids. It's totally fine. This is Zenith in a crystal prison right here. This is Zenith. She's an S-rank adventurer. Like, she dropped in a horrible situation and got hoed for it. That's really what happened there. Bro, but Rudy, why are you reaching for it and then you turn away? Who's back there? Who are you turning towards? Is it like, my mother, I could save her, but Sylphie be looking kind of fine today. Like, no, Rudy, help your mother. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done if I've said that. This was a very clean, isolated episode. So, and we pretty much like it was like the closing of a band there. We're gonna do our little OVA next. Should be exciting. Eris fighting a bunch of goblins. I'm not expecting that to really have much value. Like, not have a huge impact either. But I love Eris, so I'm really excited to watch a full Eris episode. That's gonna be extravagant. But yeah, that's all I really got for this episode. Episode 18 of Mushoku Tensei, Drop a Creation. On to the next, we're going to do the OVA, and then afterwards, episode 19. You already know how it goes. But until then, until the next episode, of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, 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 comment below if you have anything to say, or join the Discord and talk to me or other Mushoku Tensei fans there. Notification bell as well. Pings whenever I go live for streams, because I stream every once in a while. Hit the little live tab. Go to my little playlist. Look at all my playlists. Just do this. Okay, ready? I'll tell you. Playlists, simple. Stay with me. Playlists and then you just look at every playlist and then watch, and then look, you'll be like, oh, it's my favorite show, and then you boom, another show to watch. Give me more views. Okay. But yeah, that's like after this episode 18. That's like after that. I was gonna episode OVA. Should be exciting. Peace.